What is up, y'all? We're back with another Terrifier 3 video. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So, as I've been looking through the Terrifier 3 trailer, because this trailer is very interesting, it has a lot of crazy details in it, I pulled some more things out that could potentially be, seen. Now, first off, a lot of you guys been hitting me up behind the scenes about this hand, this moving hand on the Mary statue with the demon. Now, I'm going to talk about this. So, to get into it, as I looked a little closer, I'm gonna be honest. Now, I think that they simply just did that just on some behind the scenes stuff, just kind of making sure the chain doesn't fall out the statue's hand. I think a statue is really there at a point, is very involved. You can see it just being in the statue's hand, the chain. But I think as he's moving, looking at Sienna, and he's like on a chain like a fucking dog, I think that they had to do that to make that scene be fluid for the chain won't fall out the hand, because the hands are like this. So they put an actual hand to hold it for when he's moving, the chain won't slip and fall. You know what I'm saying? That's just some stuff that I think that the team did to make sure everything was safe, what they were doing on scene. But also, I can be wrong. I could really be wrong. Maybe, like I keep telling you guys, I think that's going to be like a dream sequence with Sienna, like almost similar to Clown Cafe. So maybe at a point the statues were, just like fake and everything, but as she got closer or something happens, the statues turn into a demon also. And that's why they didn't show the face. They just kind of just shows the hands moving, because now they're like full of life. They're no longer just a statue standing there. So it can go left or right. But as I look through it, I kind of start noticing, hey, they probably just put an actual hand in there, like a human hand, to hold the chain for when the demon was moving, it won't fall, in editing, it won't look bad and stuff like that. So that's what I think. Or, like I said, as Sienna approaches it closely, or, she gets more involved in the situation with the demon and the statue, that it comes to life and it's a demon, just like the demon is holding on a chain. That's what I think. But guess what, y'all? I can be wrong. I am nobody. I can be wrong. This is just me simply speculating and talking about what I think with that scene. But comment down below and tell me what you guys think about that, because a lot of people have been hitting me up on X, Instagram, just like, hey, what do you think about this? With the hand. And it's very interesting. It really is. So I just want to say that's what I think with it, but I can be wrong. Also, when I was looking at that in the trailer, I noticed, when Sienna's talking to Jonathan about, going back to the Terrifier, Jonathan says the sword is buried there or whatever, I noticed, okay, they're like in a chapel or a church talking about, this whole blueprinted plan to just go back there. Obviously, it's going to help them try to take out Arthur Clown. Now, why would they be in a church? You know what I'm saying? It's like they almost found something out, like some type of formula to take out Arthur Clown. I think that's what it is. That's why they are in a church, is because it's something with Arthur Clown connected to religion. And I've been saying that when you look back at the Terrifier attraction and stuff like that, you see like they're in a church at a point. Remember, Arthur Clown takes the hood off and things like that. I think a lot of the backstory is going to be surrounding that Terrifier attraction and like some religion. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. Arthur Clown is technically like, connected to demons. Sienna's character is basically an angel warrior. So it makes sense. But I started thinking about that. Like, so they obviously find something out to the point where they have to go to a chapel or a church to talk about this and, kind of brainstorm. And I think that's very interesting. I think that it's going to be something surrounding religion or some type of religious reveal with Arthur Clown and just the demons and stuff like that. But yeah, once I noticed the back, the church window on the back, it kind of made me think they find out like a blueprint or something how to take out Arthur Clown. They go to the church to figure the things out that they need to do, and they come up with the idea of getting this sword, that they buried at the Terrifier attraction. They have to go back there and things like that. So that scene where we see like this big frat house and you see Arthur Clown with the garbage bag and everything, I kind of just looked off around the frat house. I see this big banner. I don't know if any of you guys caught it, but it says Beta Xmas Bash. Now, I think with this whole Xmas Bash, it's gonna be a great opportunity for Arthur Clown. I think Arthur Clown possibly will get a lot of his kills at this frat party, because it's obviously going to be a Christmas party. I think that's where he's going to get a lot of his kills. And I think that possibly, depending on, who's staying in this frat house, maybe Mia and Alexa, her bunkie, or, I think it's going to be something like that where Cole and Jonathan gets invited to this bash, this Christmas bash, and that's where a lot of the stuff is going to take take place, because that building is huge. Now we see Arthur Clown on the point with the bag. He's walking up the stairs. He turns around. You know what he's doing. You know what he has in that bag, and he goes into a frat party. So is it possible that we're going to see Arthur Clown catch bodies on bodies in this frat house, you know, during a Christmas bash? I think so. I think so. Like, but it's still me just speculating. I don't know if no one noticed that, but I definitely think that it's going to be something like that. And it's something else I noticed. It's a scene where you see Jonathan kind of storm out and kind of put his back towards this wall or this door, and it seemed to be that it's possibly in that frat house, somewhere in that frat house. So I wonder if it's going to be something like this, because we see Sienna talking to Jonathan in the hallway and saying she's seen him and everything, and Jonathan's kind of trying to stand off. He's kind of standoffish. He don't want to be involved anymore, but she's telling him, I seen Arthur Clown. I want to say that I think that Jonathan's not going to believe her. I think Jonathan's not going to believe her. It's going to be one of those situations where he's like, you're tripping out, because he knows that Sienna is going through trauma. She's facing a lot. Same as Jonathan, but she's just going through a lot and dealing with a lot. So he thinks she's tripping. But when he goes to this frat party or whatever, the Xmas beta bash, he's going to see Arthur Clown in there. And I think maybe he walks in on someone's death, possibly sees, you know, the results of Mia and Cole, and then he sees Arthur Clown. And maybe when Arthur Clown pulls the glasses off and he smiles, maybe he's looking at Jonathan, and that's when Jonathan storms out and runs. So I think that that can possibly be something, because I was thinking like, okay, it's a Christmas party basically. Arthur Clown is in there with a big ass garbage bag, and Mia and Alexa, at a point we see their names on this door. So that's possibly where they stay. They're invited, you know, by Mia and Alexa, Jonathan and Cole, and it goes from there. And we see Arthur Clown actually pull up with a big ass garbage bag, and, you know, he walks in there. So it all makes sense. He has that truck, that demolition truck, before he arrives to the, you know, the beta Christmas party. And I think that that makes sense, because right before that, obviously, that's when he's in the attic with the guy with the green vest. He takes his truck, and, you know, that's how he's kind of getting around. So I was thinking about that, like, man, is it possible that we can just see Arthur Clown walking through a party with the whole fucking chainsaw? Like, that'll be so crazy. And Damien already said, the stuff we seen in the trailer, that is nothing compared to the film. He literally said that already. So I think that we can definitely be getting more kills, especially with it just being a whole party going on and him just walking through, you know, his victims. But it don't have to be brutal, like just him with a chainsaw or nothing. But I just think it's going to get bad at that Christmas party. I don't see no one talking about the Christmas party, but I noticed it after I watched the trailer again. Right there in the corner, it's on a banner. And I think that that's where Jonathan's going to see Arthur Clown, or something that makes him know, like, he's definitely back. And we also push forward once again. I already talked to you guys about this. We heard that true crime and stuff like that is going to be brought up or whatever. It's something about when Mia's talking to Jonathan, you know, and she's like, you know, basically you should speak out about it, and you should basically like let people know, and how does it feel when he's around you. Like when she's talking to Jonathan, it's like, it's obsession. She's definitely obsessed for sure. So I wonder, is it going to be something where she sits down and talk to Jonathan about it, and, you know, Jonathan comes out about it, and, you know, he ends up storming out like that son just talked about in the frat house. Maybe it's not he sees Arthur Clown, maybe he's talking to Mia about it, and, you know, they're talking about the situation with Arthur Clown, and it seems like she's trying to get very deep and dark with this, asking how it feels when he breathes or some shit like that. So maybe it just kind of, you know, sets off something in his brain and his memories and makes him kind of crash out and have like flashbacks or something. But it seems like she's going to definitely be hounding him for info, you know, with Arthur Clown. She's going to be hounding him. Maybe she's followed the story and she looks at Jonathan like a superstar, and maybe the whole thing is just like a setup for real. Maybe she, you know, does like Cole, but she know that Cole is bunkies with Jonathan, and she just wanted to get Jonathan over there for a certain reason. I don't know, but I definitely think Mia is going to just get the brutal death off just because she is obsessed with Arthur Clown. That's how it usually goes, but we already know how it's going to go with her and Cole in the shower with the chainsaw. But I'm just saying, I think that she's going to get it bad, because just off her being obsessed with Arthur Clown, that's how it usually ends with the victims. When they're obsessed with the killer, they get to see it in first hands. But overall, I think that party is very interesting, and we haven't seen much of that party. I think that's a great job of Damien, And I just can't wait to see what happens to Art the Clown, you know, when he goes into this party with this big black bag and some victims he bumps into and things like that. And I just can't wait to see also just how this whole story connects to everything we just speculated. We've been speculating a lot, guys. I think Terrifier 3 definitely is the movie that has me the most excited this year. I've not talked about a movie this much at all in 2024, and it's just so much, you know, going on with this. I cannot wait to see what happens once we get in those seats and everything. And like I said, I think that with Sienna, she's definitely going to go up a level after Terrifier 3. Same with Art the Clown. A lot of people are saying they still don't think Art the Clown is in that icon status yet. I argue because I feel like he is. For him to only have 3 movies out, you know, he already has like a lot of iconic moments that's up there in my opinion, like a Freddy Krueger or Jason and everything. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, he's still climbing, but people are seeming like he's not even touching, you know, that tier. Man, Art the Clown is there. He's definitely on the way for sure. If not already there, he's definitely on the way, man. Like I said, I think this is so cool that Damien already confirmed the Terrifier 4 and everything, but we get a picture, which is not too much. You got a little photo that we got shared from Terrifier 3. It's a picture of Art the Clown and Daniel Roebuck as Santa. It looks like they're in that bar or whatever, and maybe Daniel Roebuck pulls him by the shoulder and like, hey, who are you? Why are you dressed like that in here? Something like that. That's just me speculating, just kind of seeing like what can possibly happen in this picture. But it looks like he's just kind of thrown off of Art the Clown. Like he's looking like, who the hell are you? And Art the Clown just cracks a smile and everything. And this is definitely when Art the Clown gets his Santa get up, because we see in the nice cut, Art the Clown is in the bar and he hits one of these and he has the Santa costume on. So I'm pretty sure in this scene right here, Daniel Roebuck is going to get got by Art the Clown. He's going to strip him and put his clothes on, and then he's out. So this is definitely going to be a great scene. And we'd already seen how Daniel Roebuck possibly goes out in a trailer. It's something like, I don't know, it's like some smoke or something behind him. I can't wait to see how his death ends up also. But this is definitely when Art the Clown gets that iconic Santa costume on. I cannot wait to see how this scene plays out. But you all, comment down below what you guys think about everything we just talked about. Terrifier 3 is almost here. Yes, it is almost here, guys. I'm so excited. Just a couple weeks away. And yeah, man, October 1st, Halloween season is here. So yeah, guys, tonight we'll be live for Scary at Night. I want y'all to hit me up on all my social medias at I Like Scary on every platform. And I want you all to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. Peace.